No, the U.S. doesn't spend too much on healthcare. And here's the proof. All right, so if you comment without actually watching the video, I will be able to see, all right, because I know what the title of the video is, and I know what the context will be. And so the content will be. So if you comment without watching the video, I will delete the comment because I can tell you didn't watch the video. So watch the video. We have a tendency in this country to read the headline and not actually read the article. And if I see you doing that here, I will delete it. So here's from the Issues and Insights crew. Some guy named Rich Yurkowitz over at Issues and Insights. No, we don't spend too much on healthcare, and here's the proof. And we're going to kind of go into this and take some issue with it because I find it to be, let's see. He has author of the book Medicare for All, really. All right. So the context is that basically Bernie Sanders and all those clowns who want Medicare for all, they always look at this right here. They say, look how much money the U.S. spends as a percentage of GDP, gross domestic product. Here we are, 16%. We spend 16% of our GDP on healthcare spending. Here's everybody else, way low. Thus, we spend too much on a percentage of healthcare relative to our gross domestic product. Health spending is always measured as a percentage of GDP to show how the U.S. spends too much on healthcare. But the following graph puts spending in a better context, according to this guy, Rich. And I'm not trying to, I don't know who this guy is, not trying to bash the guy. I get his concern about Medicare for all and the silliness that it is with Bernie Sanders and whatnot. That he says Sanders has misrepresented the projected Medicare for all cost, and then we're going to debunk Bernie Sanders' claims. You're fighting the wrong battle, dude. So frustrating. Do you think Bernie Sanders cares about the reality of your numbers? No, you have to fight a different battle, which is to say, here's what happens with our plan. Here's what happens with their plan. You don't freaking debunk these people because they don't care. They lie. They cheat. They steal. They lie. Cheat and steal. They lie. Lie. Cheat and steal. Whoever knows that song, he lie. Cheat and steal. Lie. Cheat and steal. Put in the comments. All right, anyway, Sanders has promised thousands of dollars of savings to participants, reminiscent of Obama's promise with Obamacare, which never materialized. All right, I just, it's such a stupid argument to say, look how wrong Bernie Sanders is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They don't care about the truth. They just care about the lies that lead people down the road. So, yes, the government can solve our problems. You're fighting. This is why I don't like some of these Issues and Insights crowds. They're intellectually conservative. I get it, but they don't know how to win. They don't. Liberals never fight our battles, fight on our war. The liberals always say where the battle's going to be fought, and then we join later to fight them there, and they've already since moved on after the damage has been done. You need to be like Trump and say, this is where the battlefield's going to be, man. But we're always reacting. It's silly. Anyway, but this is even sillier. So here's my man. He says, the following graph puts healthcare spending in a better context. Countries allocate a markedly higher percentage of income to health as disposable income rises. So here's our disposable income. It goes from household disposable income. I can't tell if it's adjusted for taxes. I don't know, but I think it probably is. Anyway, so we got 15,000 over here is disposable income. Here's Turkey, Mexico, Latvia, Russia, Chile, Estonia, Poland, Greece, Hungary. All right, and then we're going to go up here. It looks like 45,000. Here's a good old US of A. So we make 3 times the disposable income as these countries, and we spend basically 3 times as much money on healthcare. And that's supposed to be, that shows you that we don't spend too much on healthcare. It's stupid, though. I mean, it's dumb. And he's going to use this, he's going to draw this line as a mean. The average country, how much they spend on healthcare, they should be in the gray, unless they're out. And they should be in the gray is what you're trying to be. And here we got Ireland. I think that's Denmark, Japan. They spend too much on healthcare relative to their household disposable income. Here's Australia, I guess, France, Finland, Israel, I suppose. They spend less on healthcare than they should relative to their household disposable income. I guess that's Israel. I don't know what that is. Italy, I don't know what that is. Poland, Turkey, Mexico. Mexico is kind of like us. They're on the low end of how much they should spend on healthcare relative to their household disposable income. We are on the high end of how much we should spend on healthcare relative to our household disposable income because we're still in the gray. It matters not. We still spend 20% of our household disposable income on healthcare, man. That's too much. I don't care what this chart says. we still spend too much of our household disposable income. Just because we're making more money, we have more, what's the word I'm looking for, liquidity, disposable income, doesn't mean that's okay that we spend a higher proportion of that on healthcare. It's stupid. That's not the right way to look at it. The right way to look at it is household disposable income. Is there ways to reduce how much we can spend on healthcare? And the answer is unequivocally yes. Stop listening to these fools with their food pyramids, with their various freaking all kinds of chemicals, all kinds of, take a statins, fluoride in the water, all that crap, man. The way to reduce expenditures on healthcare is to freaking go for a walk, to freaking not take all their crap. Don't listen to their stupid food pyramids. Watch out on various things they want to give to you just because the pharmaceutical industry controls everything. You know what I'm saying? We know for a fact a lot of these people in the health industry are dope pushers for big pharma. Not all. There's lots of good docs, nurse practitioners, physician assistants out there, nurses, registered nurses, CNAs, lots of good people in the medical field who are freaking fantastic. But the facts are the medical field has a bunch of people who are nothing more than dope pushers for big pharma. There should be no way they should not be saying to get your health in order by eating a proper diet. And the number one way you eat a proper diet is to reduce the carb intake, man. Number one. Do they talk about that? No. During the whole COVID thing, what did they talk about? Don't go outside. Don't get fresh air. If you do, wear a mask. You're like, wait a second. You're telling me going for a walk is dangerous? It could be. And this isn't good. Number two is making people mentally psychotic with all the fear porn they push. We know there's tons of studies that put your health relative to your fear, essentially. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. That has a negative impact on your health. So instead of saying, look, we don't spend too much on healthcare, look at our disposable income and how much we spend. That just means we can afford it because we have more disposable income to spend more. That's not the right answer, dude. All that tells me is that we spend too much anyway. And the answer should be, how do we get our health in better gear? Is it eat a better diet? Is it get more sleep? Is it give up alcohol? Is it give up carbs to some degree? Go for a walk. Don't be so focused on anxiety. We're all going to die of a nuclear war. Putin's going to get us. Trump's going to get us. This is nuts. It's nuts. That's the way to reduce healthcare costs. Don't freaking, oh my goodness, I took your blood pressure one time. I just met you, Josh. I took your blood pressure one time. It's high, so here's a statin. How long do I have to take that, doc? For the rest of your life. We should put it in the water. It's so effective. Really? Here's this fluoride, Josh. It's proven to keep your teeth clean. Okay, and what else does it do? Well, are you a conspiracy theorist? I'm just curious about what fluoride does. No, don't worry about it. We're using all these pesticides and herbicides. Yeah, because GMOs. Look, I like GMOs. I do. I got no qualm with GMOs. None. The question is when you're spraying the freaking soil all over the place, this vast field of monoculture of plants, what does that do to the soil around for other plants to be grown in there? I don't know. You don't know. I don't think GMOs are harmful at all. Not at all. We need GMOs to live on. But the question is, what does it do to the soil around it? I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious. How about all the things we got to put into our bodies from an infant on forward? You know what the CDC recommended schedule is? It's through the roof now compared to when you and I were kids. Is that healthy? I don't know. But the challenge of stuff makes you a conspiracy theorist, makes you Jenny McCarthy. I'm like, wait a second. Never mind. This whole thing's nuts. Anyway, so these guys, the problem I have with these guys is, well, I'll just show you right here. Let's see if we have this thing right here. And I missed it. Anyway, so the problem I have with these guys is they, again, they're just a little bit too, I don't know. It's the tip. They're good. Issues and Insights crowd. They're good. You see Finney back there. But I think they're still a little bit too easy to be swayed about mainstream narratives. And I'm at the stage now, I don't believe any of the mainstream narratives. Not just because it comes from freaking MSNBC. I don't trust Fox News as far as I can kick them. Do you hear what Brett Baer is saying now? Basically, Brett Baer from Fox News said, oh, the FBI did nothing wrong when it came to Trump. I'm like, what? So, anyway, there you go. And I guess I worry, too, that some of these guys on the right really don't recognize how much many middle class people are relying on the safety nets of Medicare and Social Security, and to kind of discount that as, well, look at our household disposable income. It's not a good, it's not a winning political strategy, man. It's elite. I don't know what to say. Anyway, all right, that's my 2 cents. We'll see. I'd love to hear your thoughts.